the Avengers.
예, 앞으로 좀 모셔볼까요?
Alright, please step forward.
내년의 힘을 맡은 멋진 배우분들이 나타났습니다.
Tom Holland.
어마어마한 지금 이 쇼케이스를 보여주고 있는데요.
Please look towards the center camera.
Hi, so my name is Pom Klementieff. So my mother is Korean actually. So she told me that Pom means spring and Bom means tiger, and I was born in spring and my Chinese name is tiger.
안녕하세요. 로키가 돌아왔어요. My name is Tom Hiddleston, and I play Loki, as you know. And this is my second time in Seoul. Thank you very much for having me again. It's a pleasure to be here. And I don't know what my name means. I think Thomas means twin, and that's the root of it. And Hiddleston is an old Scottish name. But thank you for having me.
감사합니다. 오늘
I'm a blessed small valley dweller. That's what my name means. Benedict Cumberbatch is my name, and I play Doctor Strange. And it's a real thrill to be here. Thank you very much. It's my first time in Korea, so I'm very excited to be here.
Well,
I'm Tom. You guys kind of said it all really, no, I'm Tom Holland. I play Spider-Man, and it's a pleasure to be here again. My second time here in Korea, so very excited to be back. And thank you for having us.
so how was it?
It was slightly surreal after 13 hours of flying from the UK, but it was a wonderful thing. I'd like to use this opportunity though to apologise slightly to the fans. It was sort of unexpectedly large, and I would have liked to have spent more time with them. But it was a little unsafe at points. But you know, when people make that much effort to welcome you, who've enjoyed you as Sherlock or as Doctor Strange or anything else they've seen you do, it's very flattering. So I was humbled.
So how is it?
Yeah, I'm having deja vu right now. I've just upgraded. No, it's amazing to be back. The welcome at the airport is something that I don't think I'll ever get used to. You know, I mean, you guys do such a great job of making us feel welcome, and we start off our trips with a big smile on our face, which is the perfect way to start a press tour. But for me, to be able to bring Avengers here in Korea is such an honor, especially as the new kid on the block. It's a pretty surreal experience, but it's amazing to be back here.
네, 저희도 너무 좋습니다.
The film festival.
Of course.
Yes,
Before
right.
that was
It's my second time. It's my second time in Seoul.
Yep. And it's your third time. So how is it being back for a third time?
I love it here. Every time I've come, I've been welcomed in the most warm fashion, and the people are very kind and enthusiastic, and never get used to the airport welcome. It's lovely to be back. It feels like my time in Busan and my first time in Seoul, they were quite close together. But it has been 5 years since I was back in Korea, so it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Official member of the Avengers. And so we want to know how that feels. And we've also heard rumors that you're a big spoiler. You can't keep a secret. And so the word is, they didn't let you know, they didn't give you access to the script. And is this actually true?
Yes, it is true. Yeah, it's entirely true.
There's someone from Marvel over there on the controls of his mic in case he says
I'm surprised it wasn't like a laser on my head, like I'm about to be taken out. No, I think the amazing thing for me about these movies is Avengers 1, I was the first in line to go and see it. You know, I was a huge fan, and it was a really big part of my life going to see these movies and enjoying it with my friends. And now that I can sort of stare at my ugly mug on that poster, it's pretty incredible. I mean, especially to be 21 and to call yourself an Avenger is kind of a surreal thing to be able to say. As far as spoilers go, I am dreadful, and I've admitted to my mistakes. And it won't happen again, so don't try and get anything out of me.
I'm very aware of my South Korean fandom, and they are genial, polite, devoted, artistic, smart, and very loyal, and they've been with me for a long time, and like you say, they've traversed not just the iconic roles, but some of the more, well, actually they're all iconic roles, you could say, but anyway, they've come with me on a journey, and sometimes physically as well, by flying all the way to England to see me in the theatre. Yeah, I mean, there's a huge amount of effort that goes into it, as was seen at the airport yesterday, for all of us, you know, and I'm very genuinely grateful to be here to say thank you. And as far as wearing costumes, that's kind of what I do for a living. I always sigh a bit when I see cosplayers, mainly because I think it's extraordinary the amount of effort that they go to. And the other way is because I know how much effort they've gone to because of doing it as a day job. So that always blows me away when I see fans dressing up. But yes, I don't really know, I'm not really sure where the costume question's going, to be honest.
So what's the greatest, what's the most fun about putting on a costume, playing Doctor Strange?
Well, I remember when I had my fitting for Doctor Strange, the first time the whole ensemble was put together in the cloak and everything, I looked in the mirror and I just went, I just started laughing. And Alex, our costume designer, who's been with Marvel almost from the beginning, if not the beginning, just folded her arms and went, oh yeah, seen that look before, you know, having a superhero moment. So it was that kid thing of going, oh my god, I am going to play a superhero. And even at the tender age of whatever it was, 38, 39 at the time, it's a giddy, dizzy moment for an actor. It's fun.
근데 지금 다 보면 모두 다 타이트한 의상이신데 혼자 망토가 있잖아요. 굉장히 특별한 것 같아요.
So everybody is actually wearing something very tight, but you get a nice loose cloak.
Yeah. Damn right. It's heavy. If I'm, you know, there's a good collective noun for actors that we're a moan of actors, you know, like a herd of sheep or whatever. So we're a moan of actors. So my moan, my complaint, would be that it's a little bit heavy. Poor me. No, joking aside, it's a beautiful costume, and I can move in it, and I do often look at other actors in other superhero costumes and go, that's a lot harder to work in. So I'm lucky. I know that.
네. 자, 이번에 인피니티 워에서도 멋진 커스텀 기대해 주시기 바라면서 다음 질문, 네, 중앙 쪽으로 가보도록 하겠습니다.
The next question is so befitting the character that this person probably is that person in actual life.
본인 포함해서.
Including yourself.
예.
Definitely not me. Firstly, it has been one of the great privileges of my life to be in the Marvel universe for as long as I have. When I was cast as Loki in Thor in 2009, Marvel had only made the first Iron Man, and in many respects, Kenneth Branagh's imagination for what Asgard could be was something that Marvel would admit they were rather nervous about. They wondered if audiences would accept the Marvel universe in a cosmic dimension, in space, in somewhere beyond our planet. And now we have Guardians of the Galaxy, we have people who can travel through time and in fact change the dimension of time. And actually the Marvel universe is a truly universal culture. And to watch it grow and expand as a fan and an audience member, because I've sort of had 5 years out of the Marvel universe making other things, has been amazing. So, and very exciting. The films have got bigger and braver, with more risks and more colour, and I take my hat off to Marvel for that. In terms of who is most like their character, I mean, Tom Holland.
Well, he can do the gymnastics.
Tom Holland is an acrobat. And,
wow. I mean, a proper, brilliant, athletic gymnast. This is someone who can do a lot of what you see Spider-Man doing. Not rope swinging down Fifth Avenue.
He doesn't. I don't believe he has spiderwebs inside his.
Oh no, he doesn't.
Maybe. We used to joke though on set about Chris Hemsworth in the first one, with the rest of us pretending to be superheroes, and we would stand and look at Chris, and He's just
so huge.
Made of some sort of different material.
So he is Thor.
Chris Hemsworth is Thor. Yeah.
어떻게 인정하십니까, 홀랜드?
So, Tom, do you agree with what Tom just said?
Yeah, I feel like I've been playing Spider-Man in my bedroom since I was like 5, so I feel pretty in tune with him. He's just a kid with an American accent who swears not as much as I do. But yeah, so I definitely feel like Peter Parker and I are very similar. Yeah.
진짜로.
A little bit of Korean?
Did I have personal time? I must have missed unless it was when I was sleeping, that was personal time. I haven't, no. I was in a steel tube at 30,000 feet for 13 hours, landed, went into airport, got into a car, came to a hotel room, and said, I mean, that's... Tomorrow, however, I might have some personal time, and I'd love to get out and see, I'd like to see a Buddhist temple, I'd love to go and see maybe the palace, and just walk the streets and see what Korea feels like on the ground. It's always wonderful, but sort of slightly removed when you go on these press tours. You have a very sort of insular experience of these countries, and it's slightly torturous, again, to moan about it, but not really moaning. You want to get out there, you want to see the street food, meet the people, and see the sights. So hopefully I might find a bit of time tomorrow to do that. Yeah.
꼭 즐거운 시간 보내시길 바라면서.
And thank you so much for the gift. Love y'all.
그리고 Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston.
Truly, thank you so much to all the Korean fans. I've been in the Marvel Universe for almost 9 years, and you have been so generous and so supportive. Avengers Infinity War is the culmination of 10 years of work. It's going to blow your mind, and thank you sincerely for having us.
It's such a joy to be here. Thank you so much for hosting us, and it's a real privilege to bring you the beginnings of what I'm sure you will enjoy with this extraordinary combination of 10 years of work. And thank you for your hospitality, and thank you so much to the fans as well.
I can't say anything more than these guys said, but thank you so much. To anyone who's watching at home, if we're meeting you tonight at the fan event, I cannot wait to meet you all and share this experience with you, because like you guys, I'm fans, so we're all in this together, and thank you again for these lovely gifts. Thank you.
감사합니다. 그러면 같이 인사를 드리고 이제 쉽지만
And now we'll have to say au revoir to the Korean
인사를 드리도록 하겠습니다. 여러분 감사합니다.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the Avengers.
Thank you. Small heart.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is a small heart. Saying we love you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a heart.
Like
Thank you.
this right there.